Hey y'all, it's Camille coming to you in real life. Y'all know how I do. Get an inspiration for something, see something, I'll post it or record or whatever it may be. On today in particular, I was just sitting in there reflecting about a post that I had written, and it was on leadership, and I had used the word toxic. Most people had positive responses to it, but someone reached out and said that, the word toxic is often overused. And I explained to that person in this instance that I used it in the very literal sense, and that I was unapologetic about the way that I used it and in the instance that I used it. I was the one there or whatever. And I've been doing this for quite some time. I spent 25 years in the military. So I understand leadership from the followership portion and also from the leader portion side of it. So as I was sitting there thinking about it, I realized, and I was responding to this individual, and they were saying that, it gets overused and people always want to call somebody. And I found in that exchange that it was a very personal. This person was offended by the word because it had been used personally against them. And oftentimes that's what happens with words. I remember you guys know the little saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. And I always said that, words do hurt. They last long after they've come, out of your mouth and long after the person has actually heard the sound vibration of those words. However, this is what I'm also realizing, that words are words until you give them personal meaning in your life. We listen to the song Toxic by Britney Spears all the time. Nobody ever says, oh, she shouldn't have used that word toxic, right? Typically, it becomes an offense to us when we have a personal relationship or experience or exchange where a particular word may have been used, or you may reflect the meaning of a particular word, and then it causes offense to us. There are some words that are trigger words, but again, it's the meaning that we assign to them that makes us feel a certain way. We can look at a word, and if we never knew what love was, it's just love until you've been in love, right? And then it comes with all of the feelings and all of the, or it comes with the anger associated with the betrayal of love, or a person who said that they loved you, not love itself. I don't think that love can ever betray just by nature of the word and its meaning, but by the behavior of the person who said that they loved you. So I said all this to say sometimes we have to reevaluate the relationship that we have with certain words. I know with money, never had a lot of it. Okay. I'm at a place in my life where I'm comfortable now, but growing up, money was scarce. And so I had this unhealthy relationship with the word money, that the word money itself scared me. One was I didn't want to be poor, so I didn't want to be without money. And then I always thought, if I got all this money, would I know what to do with it? I've seen too many people who have hit the lottery and, they're poor in 5 years or gotten all these settlements. And within 1, 2, 3 years, they're broke again. It scared the life out of me. So I didn't want to be broke. So I didn't want to be without money. But then I also felt like if I had money, that it would destroy me or I would lose it in the drop of a dime. So as I'm transitioning and as I was going through, and, I've been debt free now for about, my oldest daughter is 16, so probably at least 16 years or more, that I haven't had any credit card debt, and I don't owe nobody nothing, none of that kind of stuff. So, but it was because well, one, I had somebody who took the time to understand my relationship with money and help me to understand that money isn't bad in and of itself. It's what you do with it and how you care for it and all this kind of stuff that makes the difference in your life. But here's the thing. I still didn't know what to do with it. So as I started going on getting more, I struggled. I struggled with, should I invest? Should I, do this or whatever with my money? Because I didn't go back and peel back the onion about my relationship with money. Now I've done that now. I'm a little bit more of a risk taker. I'm a little bit more that I know that I'm responsible with money, so I don't mind having it now. Okay. But it took some understanding the meaning that I assigned to the word money. And that's with everything, you guys. So as I go through and I was just sitting here, words are words, they do have meaning, but the feeling associated isn't given until we assign personal meaning to it. It doesn't feel the same when something happens to somebody else and you go, oh, they were just robbed. But when somebody says robbed and I've been robbed, there is this total encompassing feeling that goes along with it. And then our behaviors, reflect the meaning that we've assigned to it in our lives. So even the word toxic leadership, if toxic leadership doesn't apply to you, then you shouldn't assign a negative connotation because there is toxic leadership out there. Is it overused? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe people have had really toxic instances with these particular people. It doesn't mean that they're toxic all the time. But in that instance, when they had to make the decision or had that interaction with a person, that interaction or those behaviors may have been toxic for that person. And then it depends on where you are in your mindset too. Because something that easily offends someone else that may not have a certain level of awareness may not offend you. You may be able to look past the behavior and say, yeah, there's more going on here. So I'm not offended by necessarily the behavior because I realize that I need to peel back the onion to see what's really going on with the thought process of this person that made them react that way. So, anyway, I said all that to say if you have a negative reaction and even a positive reaction to specific words or trigger words, whether they trigger happiness or sadness or anger or whatever, um, take the time reevaluate or evaluate the meaning or the relationship that you have with that word. Might be, kind of crazy what you uncover, but we assign meaning to words based on our experiences, based on, our interactions, based on what we understand for ourselves. Typically, other than that, they're just words. Just words. You choose how you want to use them. You choose what you want to react to. You choose how you want to react to them. So think about words and what they mean to you. Take care.